matter the weather, Alexandria Emergency Hospital is always here for you. Rain or shine, our doors are open 24/7 to provide the care you and your loved ones need fast. Every second counts, and Alexandria Emergency Hospital is here to help you through any storm.
In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
All right, Mom, you scared me. I just saw tornado warnings here and was like, is that here locally? Can't be. So hold on, let me look. Got to take care of Mom. Oh, that's west of you. You're good for now. I'll be watching later. All right, so Toledo Bend. You can see what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with wind. Big time wind. So, all right, that's what we're looking at out on Toledo Bend. Whitecaps a-popping right there. Wind gusts easily over 30 today, in some cases over 40. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Ooh, hold on. All right. So yeah, that's going to be the big story locally. We have a high risk for severe weather up to the north. We're eventually going to get in on this ourselves, not the high risk, but we're going to get in on that severe threat, and I'll tell you when in just a second. But yeah, it's a windy start to things today, and it looks like those gusts at last check, 37 miles per hour already here in Alexandria. Could spike up over 40 today. So here's a look at the camera at Toledo Bend. Whitecaps there, and what do we have at home? We don't have whitecaps. That'd be weird. We have some clouds out there. They're hauling along. This is all funneling up to the north. Loads of moisture just pushing right overhead and then going up into those storms to our north, where we're going to see an extensive severe weather outbreak today, a rare high risk. I say rare. We just did one of these a couple of weeks ago. Already tornado watch is in place. Typically, you get one of those every year or two. So to get two in a couple of weeks, showing the insanity of what we have going on right now. Tornado watches from St. Louis, where Mom was talking from there. And we have some tornado warnings out around Columbia, Missouri, and back toward Nevada. And those lines of storms, or that line of storms, is going to continue on to the east and cause big problems, especially as it gets out toward the Mississippi River Valley. Yes, it's going to even get worse than it is right now. So mid to upper 70s, 77 degrees. This is weird. This is not where we should be this time of year. Strong southerly flow bringing that moisture in across our area and then lifting up over that front and creating those crazy thunderstorms to the north. It's going to be a very active day up that way. And here's our wind gusts. It's going to be active here in its own way. We're talking gusts on the order of 35 to 40 plus miles per hour, sustained winds 20 to 30. So it's going to be really windy. And here's the problem. You see that front? It's going to get about that far south, and it's going to start to bow back up to the north. We're going to stay windy probably through Saturday. I mean, pretty much, yeah, through Saturday. We're going to have wind gusts over 30 miles per hour with regularity, possibly over 40. So any sort of fishing trip, no, we're not doing that. It's going to be just a little too nasty out there. Mid-80s, partly to mostly cloudy skies today. Rain should stay at bay, but there is the large view of what is probably going to be a pretty extensive severe weather outbreak. The one hope here is that all these storms are competing. We get them to congeal into a big crazy line, and we deal with more of a damaging wind than a tornado threat. That's our best case scenario, but a high risk from up there around Metropolis, Illinois through Sykeston. You like Lambert's Cafe, they're under a high risk for severe weather today. Reelfoot Lake, Mississippi, northwest Mississippi, Memphis, and then into the Delta down there, eastern Arkansas toward Monticello. That's where that high risk is. That's where you don't want to travel today. In fact, you don't want to go pretty much north of the border. I think most of Louisiana is okay, though. We have that enhanced risk down into the northern parts of the state, but it's going to be very dependent on if we get that one storm to cross the border, and hopefully we don't. So slight risk tomorrow, once again, to our north for the most part. I'll be watching the northern parishes just in case, but I think all this stays to our north for right now. Where we're looking is Saturday. Saturday, we have that... it's a 30% risk. They don't call it slight or enhanced, but 30%, that's as high as they go this far out. So Saturday looks like a very active day around here. I'm going to be coming in a day early. I was going to stay out in College Station until Sunday, but this one's got me leaving Saturday morning to get here ahead of that threat, and we will be broadcasting live. Tom and I will have you covered no matter what here. So again, waves of thunderstorms to the north. Big time stuff going on. Nothing here really until we get into Saturday. Maybe we get a couple of scattered storms Friday, but I think Saturday, this line starts to roll through. The Euro is about 6 hours quicker, so it would be more like 2 to 8 p.m. The GFS shows this from 8 until about 2 a.m. It crosses out, 3 a.m., whatever, we're splitting hairs there. So, some timing discrepancies, but we know there's going to be a severe threat depending on the time, and that's all it is really, is time dependent. We know it's happening. We just don't know exactly what time it is happening. Canton, Texas, you're going to be in the thick of it here for the next few days as well, actually. You're going to get a lot more rain up that way. Then it all sweeps out. Then we cool off, and then we're not going to see rain for a while. So if you're looking for a tranquil period, we've got that coming. If you're looking for cooler air, I have good news for you. We're going to get the cooler air in here, especially in that window, April 8th to the 12th, and it looks like we stay above freezing. Right now, we have lows in the low 40s. We got a lot of buffer zone there. We could see some upper 30s out of this, but the way it looks right now, I don't think we see those temperatures get down to freezing. And I know that's nerve-wracking for a lot of you that have nice gardens out there and everything. 1 to 3 inches for the garden. After that, you're going to have to water them. Look at this, though. I don't have the cities up there on this map, but check that out. I mean, 10-plus inches of rain. That's the WPC forecast. They're typically a little bit more conservative, but 10-plus inches of rain from Paducah down toward Blytheville, Arkansas, it is going to be way too much water. Even this purple region right here, that's 5+. A lot of mountains, a lot of rocks out here. So those don't absorb water. Going to be some big-time flooding problems for sure. So 7-day forecast locally, we have crazy warmth. Look at this, mid-70s. That's, again, that warmth and moisture coming in. That's all flowing to the north. Saturday's our big day. That's when we get the thunderstorms here. Things move out by Sunday morning. And then after that, no rain chances for a while. I actually think the weekend after this, it's a long way away, but I think it's looking pretty good. Now, here's your 8 to 14-day outlook. We keep it cool on the whole. Should be warming up toward the middle of the month, around the 14th or 15th. So that's when the pattern probably switches back, but it's going to be dry. I think we get a solid week or more, maybe 10 days of dry air out of this. So if you've been looking for that, we've got you covered. All right, let's get out of here on the recording so I don't blabber too long. Yeah, let's see. See if I'm... You made it in time for the live, Miss Madeline. Good. Yeah, it's going to be breezy today. It's going to be breezy through Saturday at least. And then behind that, the winds are going to change. It could be a little breezy, but I think the worst of it's going to be over these next few days as we see that deep southerly flow coming in and bringing us lots of warmth, lots of moisture, lots of humidity, but no severe weather until we get into Saturday. That's the day we have circled, and that's the day that I'm going to be posting about later. And yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. I'm going to get out of here for today. Have a great Wednesday. See you tomorrow.